Welcome back to the Supeologists Podcast.
I'm Alex. That's Nico.
And this is the show we dive deep into all things superhero. Whether about all things Marvel or DC or not, you've come to the right place. This week, we're just, we didn't have anything planned, so today we're just chatting. We're just chatting it up today. Next week, though, we do have something planned. We just didn't, prep in time for this episode.
Something like that.
So, we have ideas for next episode, but we just didn't get to it to actually brainstorm in it. So.
Yeah.
This week, the Super-Wafflin Podcast just brings you Super Chatting Man.
Waffling Man.
Super-Wafflin Man.
Yeah.
Nice. Love that. But yeah, no, we're just going to go straight into it. Straight into Slumps Dumps, the highs, lows, and random bits of the week. Do you want to go first?
Sure. What day is it today?
Monday.
Thursday. Elden Ring, Night Rain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing it all day. I took off work for it. This is serious shit. I'm not even lying, bro. I swear to God. Bro, I've been waiting for this game to come out since last year. Me and my friend are so hyped for it. Anyways, that's my high. Dump. It's been raining a lot, so it's been really chill. I've gone some excellent sleep because of this rain. It's really
nice.
Pretty cool. Low? I don't think I have a low. It's been a pretty good week.
It's been a pretty nice week.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you my low.
Okay, here we go.
I did, I helped clean, my patio. We had, the chairs and cushions, whatever, for the deck. We cleaned all of those. My shirt, we used a pressure washer, I mean. We used the pressure washer, and this is an enclosed space. I'm, pressure washing the ceiling and the walls and everything. And the entire time, the water's, splashing back on me from the ceiling or from the walls. Drenched. So I'm drenched. So I take off my shirt. And then it's time to go outside and hose down or pressure wash all the furniture and whatnot. And I'm out there for a good 2 hours maybe. The sun is just beating. So basically I am sunburned. Yesterday it was terrible. It was just the top of my forearms and
damn.
And now it's the top of my shoulders as well. It's bad.
Shoulder sunburns suck. Dude.
I couldn't I had to put on a certain soft shirt because the shirt I was wearing. Oh my god! Every movement,
every shuffle, it hurts.
Oh, it stings.
Especially after, every single time I get a shoulder sunburn, I never notice until I get home from the beach or whatnot, or the pool, and I put on a shirt and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, exactly. So just tweaking. I have another little mini low for today. I was playing FC 25.
Used to be FIFA.
Right. I was playing FC 25 today, bro. Champs is what I played better in because it's people are less weird. Champions
Is it competitive?
Basically? Yeah. Okay. So you have division rivals and then champs. Alex and I played division rivals because you can play twos in that.
Okay.
But I was playing champs by myself because when I play division rivals by myself, I just get freaking dookied on by the algorithm. So I'm all right, champs, it's actually a little bit better skill based, whatever. Yeah. Bro, I have to play. I have 15 games I can play, and I have to as many of those games that I win, the higher I go up, right? Mm-hmm. And the higher I go up, the better the rewards will be for me. Mm-hmm. I have 6 games left. My record is 3-7 or something like that.
Holy shit!
3-6, I think.
You're in ranked hell.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
literally
terrible.
The second tier right now.
Dude, your anger is probably what I felt like playing Marvel Rivals trying to rank up, bro.
Probably.
That game is so shit, bro.
Dude, no, I'm screaming at my screen, and Alex, I went to go take a shower and then come back later or whatever, and Alex came back, and when he came back, bro, I was just screaming at my screen, bro. He's like, I love how I come back and you're just in front of your screen screaming at it. Oh my gosh, that game, I love it because it's so competitive and it's I can actually compete with it, but then it's the game just loves to frick me over time and time again.
Bro, there's little games that get me really angry. It's EA, FC, bro, FC makes me so mad, dude. I bought that game just to play with them. I played for maybe an hour and I'm like, fuck this game, dude. This is atrocious.
Well, it's because we were playing, what was it, the little, futsal.
Yeah, but I only like that game mode.
Yeah.
But then, they were weird, let's add all this random shit to the game. To the little game, make it worse.
Power boost.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
And then my high is that Lilo and Stitch just came out.
I haven't seen that yet. Did you watch it? I assume you did.
Yeah, I watched it. That's what my dump is gonna be.
Right.
Is Lilo and Stitch. But So yeah, so my high is though, or my oh, blah, 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 blah. But my high is that Lilo and Stitch came out. How to Train Your Dragon's coming out soon,
How soon?
like beginning of next month.
Damn.
And then next week, or I guess this weekend, Karate Kid Legends comes out. So I'm going to go see that with my parents this weekend. I think it's Saturday. We're going to go watch it.
That movie came out of nowhere.
Not really. I mean,
was it been hyped for like a year or something?
Yeah,
really?
Or a couple years because the season 5 of Cobra Kai had just came out.
Oh, that's why, because I didn't watch that dog shit show.
And then Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan came out and were like, we're making a new Karate Kid movie, and we're looking for new actors. The new Karate Kid could be you.
In a way.
And it's like that
this
kind of...
definitely signed up.
I didn't... I was like, how funny would that be if you just saw me like doing flips and shit? But no. So that initial opening kind of hyped up the movie a little bit, and then after the last season of Cobra Kai came out, I started to get more hype because like, oh, how's Karate Kid Legends gonna bleed into Cobra Kai, or is it gonna bleed in at all? You know, plot twist.
Does
spoiler
it look
alert.
like it is.
It didn't.
Yeah.
It does look like
standalone or something.
Daniel's like on his own now, like it's as if like Cobra Kai never happened. I would love to see.
Wait, Daniel's a character in Cobra Kai?
Yeah, Daniel,
like the main character for the movie.
Daniel LaRusso, Ralph Macchio plays Daniel LaRusso in the original Karate Kid movies. Jackie Chan played Mr. Han for Jaden Smith's Karate Kid. So they're both like the senseis or whatever, right? And they're both mentoring one kid.
Oh, the mentors are going to be in the movie, or the kid?
They are both the mentors.
Oh, okay.
So Daniel LaRusso and Mr. Han are both mentoring the new kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand it now.
So it looks pretty good. Have you seen the trailer for it? Like all like the fight sequences that were in it?
No, all I know...
This kid's doing like a 540 tornado kick.
Yeah, all I know is that he doesn't know Kung Fu, but he knows what, Jiu-Jitsu or something like that?
No, I'm pretty sure it's like he knows Kung Fu, but then also wants to
learn... It karate, right?
But he also wants to learn karate. Yeah, he basically wants to learn everything as much as he can to win this tournament or whatever he's going into.
It seems cool, though.
Yeah, so that's my high, is that we've got some cool non-superhero movies coming out. And then my random, is that when I went to go see Lilo and Stitch, bro.
So many kids?
No. So this theater was pretty much empty, right? Probably like 3 or 4 families there.
I don't know what it is with the theater that we go to. It's always empty.
No, I didn't go to the one over here. The one over here was packed.
Really?
Yeah, it was like we couldn't get seats, so we had to go somewhere 20 minutes away to watch the movie. There was only like 4 families there, including us. One of the families was this mom, her daughter, and then her husband. Her husband was this big dude, like he was like, whoa, buddy, you know, like triple XL, and then
okay. I thought you were talking Sam Solik big.
No. It was like
we're talking about raiding too many Twinkies, bud.
No, it's like glad he didn't raid a concession stand.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was this big dude. 15 minutes into the movie.
Oh my god, no way. Oh, you heard was snoring?
Dude, it was so bad. Like, it got to the point where, like, everybody, so we sat, like, the top row, and, like, so we could see everybody, and the guy snoring is, like, in the corner in front of us. Bro, he was snoring. I saw everybody turn their heads to him. And, no, me and my dad were, like, I was laughing the whole time, and I leaned over to my dad, I was like, how is his family not waking him up? Why would they not wake him up? And so he's snoring, he's sleeping through the entire movie. Everybody else it's gotten to the point where, like, everybody else around us is laughing because of him at the movie.
No way.
But dude, he was snoring bad. And then, like, maybe like 30 minutes into the movie, him, his wife, and his daughter get up.
And they leave?
No, you would think so. No, they get up and sit next to us. Not next to us, but they sit in the same row as us. I'm like, you're joking.
There's no way you actively got... If you don't wake his ass, bro.
Right?
Oh
no,
my
literally. So they move up next to us, and then he falls asleep again.
Wait, they brought him with him?
Yes.
Why did they move then? I thought they were moving away from him.
I thought they were moving away. Like,
wait, they all got up, like, including the dad?
Yeah, all 3 of them got up and moved next to us, assuming to, like,
get a better view or something,
or to like silence him more. You know,
right.
the further away he is from people, the less the people will be able to hear him.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You're in an auditorium, dude.
Right.
So he's still sleeping, but I think like I don't know if like the chair, because the chairs were like all wobbly and broken or whatever. So I guess the chair that he sat on,
super low budget.
I think that this chair that he sat in like was able to like to recline the chair just enough to the point like his snoring wasn't loud. So he stopped like we couldn't hear snoring anymore, so it got better. Bro, but then like for like a good 5 minutes of the movie, like in the middle of the movie, him, his wife, and his kid were like talking out loud. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna throw my popcorn at you.
Bro, I would have said something, bro. Motherfucker like me, bro. I remember me and Alex went to the movie theater. I don't know what we were watching. I think it wasn't Saw. It was I don't know what. I think it might have been Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at AMC, and like this family passed us, and they all go like they're passing us. Mind you, this is like 20. When did it come out?
2021.
2021. Yeah, so we were like what, maybe sophomores in high school,
something like that.
Either way, we had zero drip at all. Like we did not care about the fuck of what we were wearing. This guy Alex has the most beat up, ragged Vans I've ever seen in my life, and this old lady goes, "I like your sneakers." Walks off, and me and Alex just look at each other like,
yeah, right.
And then for their whole entire movie, bro, if anything stupid happened, you hear this guy go, "I like your sneakers." This is dumb as shit, bro. Oh my god, we never let that shit go. Oh, it was so funny.
Gosh, movie theaters, dude, it's so funny.
Dude, movie theaters, I don't know what it is. You'll always experience something funny or dumb in a movie theater.
Have you seen that, like, the discussion where, like, people are like, do you like how movies are now being shared on streaming services more?
No.
Right, I don't. And the big argument is because it's taken away from the theater experience.
Yeah.
So if you do that, then people are going to lose their theater experience, and theaters are going to close down.
And it's even then, like, the ratings aren't like as consistent anymore because people are watching it on platforms. Like movies that should get the higher rating don't, because they're doing the whole watch it on Peacock the day it comes out. Like, and then like people are watching it more on Peacock than they are in the movie theaters. And the movie theaters, like, they got such a low rating, but it was a good movie.
Right.
So like, but like obviously no one's gonna rate it on the damn streaming platform because who's gonna do that? So yeah, it's just like it doesn't help anyone but the platform. I don't think movies realize that.
Right.
Or at least the theaters.
But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for our Something Dumps. That's going to do it for our first segment, our Something Dumb segment. This is just going to be like a very informal episode. Like
something like that.
We probably won't even have any of the AI walking man. Yeah. Alright, but we're going to just want to do a quick soup dates because we were talking about it before we hit record.
Yeah.
We'll do a quick soup dates real quick. Actually, I have something to talk about regarding our triple trailer reaction video. If you have not seen our triple trailer reaction video, make sure y'all go check that out.
Yeah, go watch it.
It just came out. It came out at like midnight today.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with those trailer videos, but I become stupid.
I don't think you were stupid or anything. I think it was just like, I think the biggest thing, the dumbest thing, I guess, was the whole Mephisto thing.
No, it wasn't. No, go watch it to get some context, dude. If that's Mephisto, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna get so mad.
I don't want it to be Mephisto either, but like, imagine if it is, and like the fandom freaks, bro. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get up from my chair, watching that shit in my room. I'll be like, turn this shit off. If anything, Mephisto should pop up in an Avengers movie or a Spider-Man movie.
Probably more likely in like a Doctor Strange or Spider-Man movie.
I was gonna say Doctor Strange too. Either of the two.
Now let's get into the big soup date that actually it's kind of big. Like it's been big for the past few days. Actually,
what
we're about to talk
talking about?
Yeah, what we're about to talk about right now.
Okay.
Okay, so the big soup date that we want to talk about right now is
Hulk is gonna be in Spider-Man.
Oh my fucking god! No, not that one. Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Oh shit!
Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars has been delayed.
Yeah.
Instead of Doomsday coming out before Spider-Man Brand New Day, it's now coming out afterwards. It's coming out in December.
Which I'm honestly not angry about at all.
I am, because...
You are?
Right, yeah, because while Doomsday takes place, Spider-Man Brand New Day also takes place.
Okay, yeah.
And, like, let's...
I'm looking at it, like, at a production, like, stand view, though. Like,
right, like, I'm sure the movie's going to be...
If they delay it, the better, so they can have more time to do whatever.
It.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine, but, like...
Especially with Secret Wars, because I didn't expect
Secret Wars I'm fine with.
Yeah, because I didn't expect it to come out after Doomsday, or, like, it's going to be the continuation of it. I'm surprised they're doing that either way, because I don't know how they're going to do that. I would think maybe, like, 5 years they do Secret Wars to build it up.
But, so
yeah.
Doomsday comes out December of next year, and then Secret Wars comes out December the year after.
Yeah. 2027.
Right. What I was saying about how I didn't like how it was being delayed is because the events of Doomsday take place at the same time as the events of Brand New Day.
Yeah.
And what if, like, in Doomsday they're propping up Brand New Day, but Brand New Day came out before Doomsday at this point, So it's like that doesn't, like, add up.
Maybe
especially with the talks of Spider-Man potentially making a cameo.
Maybe they're doing it because of Spider-Man.
If that's the case, then that's fine. Like, if they're doing that so that they can finally get
Tom Holland in
the movie because he's filming the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Then that makes sense.
It could be why.
Yeah. But you said earlier that Doomsday is now coming out at the same time as
Doom 3 or some type of Doom movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, I forgot. You said it earlier.
I was trying to pop you up so that you could say it.
No, it's fine. Take it away.
So, like, how Barbie and Oppenheimer came out at the same time, it was Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
Now Doomsday and Dune Part 3 is now Doomsday.
Something like that.
Something like that. I don't know. I said that on the fly, and he said, "Oh yeah, I think it is like that."
I saw it on some type of Instagram post. I think IGN posted it.
Dude, I can't trust IGN ever again after they gave the final episode of Invincible a 4 out of 10.
I don't trust any of their ratings. I just like them because of their news, because they're pretty quick.
I guess, yeah.
Never mind, I didn't like the post. I'm never gonna know. But yeah, I think it's something like that. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'm not too mad about it. They could be doing it because of Tom Holland. Who knows? I hope they are, or they're because they need someone else to be in the movie that they haven't announced yet. Because we know they haven't announced everyone, right? Or they have?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, I wouldn't want them to announce everybody anyway.
Take away the surprise, but
right.
I don't know. We don't know yet. I'm honestly not that mad. Take the longer. I don't know. Take it to 2027.
Take as much time as you need to make the movie as good as possible.
Because if Doom is on some bullshit, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna leave the theater, and I'm gonna yell at the fucking theater people taking my refund. It's gonna be your fault, Marvel. I'm not care. I'm gonna be like, don't yell at me. Blame Marvel.
Blame Marvel.
Blame Marvel, bro.
And then you wanted to talk more about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. So, Hulk is gonna be in Spider-Man. Now,
or to preface this, we just saw a TikTok of some
I
dude.
just saw a TikTok.
Or he just saw a TikTok.
It came out like a couple days ago, and then I saw Soups did a video about it, so it's legit. So, and I was like, oh shit. And before I continue the video, I'm like, there's a whole comic book thing where Spider-Man, like, I think Spider-Man swaps Gamma with...
Gamma or Minds?
No, because they're
like
both
bodies,
type of radiation. No, they don't swap bodies, but Banner's Gamma swapped to Peter's. So now Peter can turn into the Hulk, but Bruce Banner can't.
Right.
And so there's like a whole comic book line and how him dealing with that, and they eventually like reverse it and whatnot. And they have like this little what's it called? This is like bonding moment because like Bruce Banner obviously in the comics is written better, so he's scared of becoming the Hulk and whatnot. And he's like, no, don't worry, I'll sit here right next to you, and whatnot. And like in the comic book, like Hulk never forgot who Peter was, because in this comic book also, I think it's in it's the main storyline. Like his like he reveals his identity, then eventually switches it back to where everyone forgot. But like in the comic books, it's different. He makes a deal with Mephisto, Yeah. That's why I said the only reason it would be like logical for Mephisto to show up in the MCU would be Spider-Man or Doctor Strange or an Avengers movie.
But like now that he's stated to exist in Ironheart, now it's like he could show up.
He's not existing in Ironheart
because like he pops up in
That's
Ironheart.
That's not him.
He pops up in Ironheart as the
he's rage baiting me.
As a street gang, boss, and because Spider-Man's now a street level crime fighter.
No,
that's how he's gonna encounter Mephisto.
No. Anyways, so Hulk never forgot who Spider-Man was, and he considers him a good friend. Nico made also the valid argument: why would they do that? Because they have literally zero conversation throughout the entire MCU whatsoever.
Yeah. The entire MCU, they haven't had a single interaction.
Yeah,
so
literally.
Just to throw him in there wouldn't make sense.
Exactly. So that's his argument. And then I watched the rest of it, and that's what also people are thinking too. Like, oh, maybe because like he knows who Spider-Man is, so it would make sense for him to be in the movie. But at the same time, no, it doesn't.
Unless they do something in Doomsday.
Yeah, and even then, it's smart Hulk.
Right.
So that means if Hulk knows who Spider-Man is, so does Bruce Banner.
No. Yes. It would be like. No,
it's not how that Smart Hulk works.
For Smart Hulk, yeah, if it's Smart Hulk that knows, then yes, Bruce Banner will know. But if it's the Raging Monster Hulk, the Raging Monster Hulk,
because they're two different people.
Are two different people.
So, but that's what I'm saying,
right?
But the only Hulk that we have now is Smart Hulk,
right?
So it wouldn't work either way because Bruce Banner would know, which he can't know because I don't remember meeting them ever and. I don't know, bro. It just wouldn't work either way.
Right.
And people are mad or, like, just questioning it in the first place. Because, like, why is he here? No clue. And apparently it's a team-up. You think Spider-Man needs help? Bitch. No. Get this man out of my face. What are we doing?
Have you heard the popular question of, like, who's stronger, Steve Rogers or... John Walker.
John Walker, isn't it?
I wanted to know what your opinion was.
I think it's John Walker.
You think it's John Walker?
I think so. Dude, Superman. Captain America. Captain America cannot jump as high as John Walker.
Well, so I think it's unfair to make that argument because we haven't seen enough of John yet to make that comparison. And then we've seen all the feats of Steve Rogers, and even then we also didn't see that many feats of Steve Rogers.
Yeah, I think in the comic books it's like supposed to be the super serum that John took is supposed to be stronger.
Right, yeah.
But the thing is, I think
that's what the main argument is. The main argument, what prompted up the conversation was the jump that he did in Thunderbolts, but then the argument or the science behind it is because
he's a better soldier.
That's one of them. Yeah. Is that he was like before pre-serum, he was already peak human being.
Yeah.
Versus Steve Rogers, he was
puny
little puny guy before the muscle or before the serum.
Yeah.
And Erskine's serum, the first guy from Captain America 1, and we gave it to Steve. He wasn't he didn't have it perfected yet because he doesn't have the technology for it or whatever. Yeah. But then Dr. Nagel, the guy who gave it to, John's serum version of the serum, that's been perfected, or Nagel's made it stronger or whatever. That's one of the arguments.
Yeah.
That could be, sure, but then again, you also have to remember that
Captain America stopped the helicopter with the one-hand curl.
Shut up. I know someone's gonna say that. Shut up.
I mean that's one of the arguments for Steve Rogers, but Steve has just because we've seen him for over 10 years, he has better feats than John. He held a helicopter with one arm. He jumped out of an elevator and landed on his shoulder on top of his shield. So he's pretty durable for that. And then he also took out one of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s planes by himself, with just himself in the shield.
We haven't seen enough Walker.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't seen enough Walker. Basically, my whole standpoint from it is that it's unfair to make a comparison between either one of them.
Right.
But John may be stronger.
I think on a physical form, I think John is stronger. But if you were to put both of them in a fight, I think Captain America.
Steve is winning.
I think Steve would win. Yeah.
This whole John walk him down Walker,
Yeah.
bro. Not against Steve Rogers,
no, not
bro.
against Steve Rogers.
Steve fought himself
and lost.
I was like, but then he ended up winning. He came out on top though.
Whoa.
He was losing the fight and then had a cheat code. Yeah.
I remember was watching Endgame. I'm like, how is this guy actually losing?
Well, it was prime Cap.
What is prime Cap compared to whatever he was then?
He's older. He's not going to be able to move the same way.
I guess.
It's like anything with any human being at this day and age. Like the older you get,
Yeah, okay.
Statistically speaking, the older you get, the less you'll be able to do.
Okay. I could do this all day. Yeah.
And also, I doubt Steve was. I'm pretty sure Steve, like our Steve, was trying to hold back because he didn't want to mess up the timeline too much.
Maybe
because they were already causing mad chaos in the building alone.
And it didn't even work anyways. Yeah. So yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So I know that next week we're gonna do. It's gonna be a ranking and hot takes. No. Last week was top 10 list.
Oh yeah.
Now it's gonna be ranking. So like we're gonna
Isn't that the same thing?
No, we're gonna be given what to rank. Whereas last week we were ranking them just ourselves.
Okay.
We were taking it from whatever.
Okay.
But now we're given something and we have to rank it.
All right.
It's kind of like blind ranking without the blind part.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do so for the ranking for next week. I have 3 things we can rank.
Let us know in the comments what we should rank.
Do you want to rank the MCU shows to rank right now?
MCU shows right now? All the shows? I don't even remember all the shows. There's what? I can't even think of MCU Disney Plus.
No way. Disney Plus, underneath a Marvel tab for Disney Plus, there's literally a section called Marvel Rivals characters.
Let me see.
And it's Moon Knight, Punisher, Thor, X-Men.
That's so funny.
Iron Fist, the New Mutants, Shuri, Black Widow. It's literally everybody, bruh.
Because, everyone's in there. Because Marvel Rivals is pretty big right now. I know they're adding the Future Foundation suits.
To what?
To Marvel Rivals.
To Marvel Rivals.
Which is pretty cool. And everyone's like, what is Johnny's going to be Future Foundation suit? But he has a Future Foundation suit in the game. So...
How? The whole thing about the Future Foundation is that Johnny Storm is dead.
Yeah, I know. But, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's wondering, who's going to be his suit? But, he doesn't have one. Technically, he does. He's when he gets revived, he gets that little weird arm, whatever the fuck. But he gets a new look. That's his Future Foundation suit, technically, or the suit that he gets for the comic book timeline.
No way, is this it?
A suit.
How many shows were there? So there was, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, What If.
Loki's number 1.
Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel.
Ms. Marvel's a show?
She-Hulk.
Really? Oh yeah, it is.
Secret Invasion, Echo, X-Men 97.
What the hell is Echo?
This chick from Hawkeye.
I don't know who that is.
X-Men 97, Agatha All Along, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and then Daredevil, Born Again.
Number 1.
Okay.
Loki.
Do you want to...
Number 2. Spider-Man.
So you have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8. I'm not counting Werewolf by Night.
What?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You have to have 14 slots. I'm not counting Werewolf by Night.
What is that?
Right, exactly.
What is that?
I don't know. It's some show. I thought it was one of those.
Have you watched it?
I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, but you need to have 14.
Okay.
So, and I don't know why you're starting from number 1. You double dunce deluxe.
14 She-Hulk. No, I lied. 14 Secret Agents. Agatha was kind of good, but it wasn't great. I only like it because it was introducing new characters and new concepts. Yeah. Because what? She was dreamwalking, right? Or what was she doing?
And Agatha All Along?
Yeah. What was she doing? I forgot what it was, but they were like
her and she like gathered a bunch of other witches to form a coven because you needed a coven to go onto this sort of magical trip.
Right.
And by the end of the trip, if you survived all the tests, you'd get everything you were looking for, anything you wanted, pretty much. Whatever you were looking for at that point,
Right.
whatever you wanted most, desired.
Right. And
what
was
you
it
got.
her child? Yeah.
Or
That's pretty
power
good.
in her child.
Yeah.
Well, what so the whole coven thing was made up by Agatha. It was a rumor
right.
made up by Agatha. And the real thing about it was that she would just anger the witches, because Agatha's whole shtick is that if you hit her with your magic, she can take your magic. So she was basically rage baiting to get all the witches in her coven's magic.
Right.
But Billy Maximoff Wiccan, he is so powerful, he literally manifested this trip to be real. So when the whole coven was gathered, he manifested a secret door to open, and now they're in the realm where the trials take place.
I remember that a little bit. But yeah, it was great. It was okay. It was pretty good.
It was great because it was a great twist. Like the first 2 episodes, like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. But then it's like that 3rd episode or whatever. Whenever it starts picking up, it picks up.
Yeah. And then after that, I'm gonna say Hawkeye. Especially the last couple of episodes. Those were pretty funny. I made mac and cheese. Well, you were taking forever, so.
Really, you have Hawkeye at 11?
What are other options?
Or 12?
What are other options?
I'm trying to write them down. I'll write them all down right now.
Let me look.
Okay, so a little minor, brief intermission while we, actually looked at all the shows. We're basically doing all the shows from like the past couple of phases, like the MCU multiverse saga, those shows. So yeah, there should be 14, right? You have 14, right? Okay,
something like that.
So you'll restart. We'll go with your list from 14 all the way to 1.
I don't know all the shows.
What?
I don't know all the shows. Okay, hold on. 14. Starting off at 14. Secret Invasion. So no one liked that show. It had a horrible ending. And we don't even know how it's going to play into the MCU yet. I think they scrapped it altogether, actually.
Yeah, right? I don't think they're going anywhere with that. Yeah, I mean, the Super Skrull at the end of it.
Yeah.
They botched her. I don't know where we haven't seen anything. We haven't seen any scrolls since then.
And then Echo, because I don't even know who you are. Might as well be in the same place as Secret Invasion.
Right.
But I actually watched Secret Invasion. Actually, no, I'm gonna lie. Echo, then Secret Invasion.
Okay.
I actually watched Secret Invasion. Anyways, continuing forth henceforth. She-Hulk. Because it tried to be something it wasn't.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. They just it tried to be funny. It tried to be way too funny, and it tried to be way too relevant.
It tried to be like way too like Deadpoolish, breaking the fourth wall.
But her character does that.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she was the first character to introduce breaking the fourth wall, and then Deadpool took over. Yeah, I swear to God.
I always thought it was Deadpool.
Yeah, it was always her, and then Deadpool had it he did it better, basically. But her breaking the fourth wall wasn't even my whole thing. It was like how she's somehow better at Bruce Banner and controlling her Hulk powers, and not even that, she yells at him for it, and I'm like, do you know what this man has been through? He literally almost killed himself, and you're talking about how, but she somehow controls her powers better because in today's society and whatnot, and women, she knows how to do it because they've been through more. But this man Hulk, first of all,
it's not even just feelings. It's like the chemicals or whatever, and that in the rage.
That doesn't help.
That spikes the gamma inside you. So her point of I do it significantly more often than you do doesn't.
It doesn't help.
I don't think that makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't help, and it's like this guy has actively been through way more. He's been hunted by the government, and you're talking about this bullshit. And even in his face, he's like, "Yeah, okay, buddy." Bro, what are you talking about? And it's ugh. And then you start twerking with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. It was a random, just thrown together
Like,
show.
what are we
Only good
doing?
thing about that show, not even really.
There wasn't anything good about it
I was
at
gonna say
all.
Daredevil, but then like they kind of like,
And then they hooked up apparently.
yeah.
Why would you do that, Matt? You lost brownie points for that.
That's just Matt's aura. Bro.
Literally,
he can pull
no.
anything and everything.
No. Then pull someone better. What are we doing?
How is he gonna know he's blind?
I'll take that argument. Anyways, yeah, it's just not a great show. And then the ending, or what was supposed to be the ending, with that one guy turning. I don't remember his
Scar?
name. Yeah. Oh my god, then Scar. It's okay because they repaired him. They fixed him.
yeah. In Doomsday, he's gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna look better apparently.
Hopefully.
Apparently.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Also, he just came out of nowhere too. This is my son, right? This is my son. He looks 15. Never been mentioned ever before in the MCU. And he's like 20.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate when Marvel does that. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, it's exciting at first, but it's been
He looks too
how many
old.
years?
Yeah, and I was like, what?
like I don't want the whole Red Skull thing to become a trend with Marvel. You know how like they got rid of Red Skull in Captain America in 2011, and then we got him back in 2019
Right.
or 2018. 17, like almost 10 years later, bro. Like, what do we? I
And,
don't
like, it could have been any other person too, and it wouldn't have mattered.
right. Like,
Like-
I don't like. That's cool, sure.
Yeah,
I
it's cool
guess.
he's back, but like
Like
does
we
it
weren't
make
expecting him to be
sense?
back, so it was cool that he's back. But now that we're expecting someone, and you're gonna leave us on
Yeah.
for 10 years, don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
and like it also like it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. He's like, yeah, I tried to use the Tesseract, and he said no. So now I
Said
just
no.
kind of ended up here by myself. Okay,
So then,
enough about She-Hulk, because I'm being fucking mad if I keep.
so yeah,
talking about that
14
shit.
was Secret Invasion, 13 was Echo,
Yeah,
12 was She-Hulk, and you're 11.
Miss Marvel. Only because it was boring. It wasn't boring. It just, I don't know. It just didn't grab my attention that
Yeah.
much. It was like so.
And they don't
Like-
even do her right either. She like says embiggen, and then her like she's basically like Mr. Fantastic, or in terms of being able to stretch and
Yeah.
whatnot. But no, they made it because of a magic bangle. And
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember my brother was watching it, and I just watched it with it. And I'm like, what am I watching?
right.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, her friend, I don't even remember his name. Her friend was like, "Oh yeah, apparently you have something called like a meta or an inhuman gene or a mutant." It was a
So now she's
it
a
was,
mutant.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, your genes
They could-
were like
yeah.
mutated, and now introducing that there's mutants in the MCU.
But she never was a mutant though.
No, Kamala Khan is supposed to be an inhuman.
Yeah,
she's
but
not supposed to be a mutant. Yeah, she's not supposed to be a mutant. She's
exactly. That's
supposed to
what
be
I'm
an
saying.
inhuman.
She's
Yeah.
not supposed to be a mutant.
Right.
She's supposed to be an inhuman. Because I know how she gets her powers because of some thing gone awry or something like that. She ends up
the crystal.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I only know that because of the Marvel game.
Oh no, I know that's just from anything Marvel. I feel like
I only know it because
I
of
feel
the
like
Marvel
every
game.
Marvel adaptation has been from that crystal.
Yeah, but I know, but like I only know it because of the game. Because I watched a little bit of gameplay and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure it was in. You know how like Disney actually had the Ultimate Spider-Man.
I
Yeah.
think they. I don't know.
No,
After
they
a
had the
while.
Avengers one too, right? It was like Avengers,
Yeah.
whatever.
I never
Earth's Mightiest
watched that.
Hero, Avengers Assembled, whatever it was.
Yeah,
They introduced Inhumans in that, and they did the same thing with the crystal and
Yeah.
everything.
I never watched that, so I don't know.
It's
know
really
it's
good
pretty
actually.
good,
It's
yeah.
pretty good. I mean, it's not better than Spider-Man because it's Spider-Man, but
Spider-Man.
it's still really fun.
Yeah. So Miss Marvel,
So you have Miss Marvel at 11, and then you're 10.
Hawkeye. Oh no, I haven't said Agatha yet. Agatha, I forgot. Agatha was pretty good. Like the whole trip that they went on. It's pretty cool, and she was pretty cool. It's a good way to introduce her, actually.
Well, elaborate on her. They introduced her in WandaVision.
But they went on further, didn't? Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It was
It
a
was
better
a good way to build on her character.
Yeah, elaborate on her. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then they added,
Wiccan.
yeah, so that was pretty cool. Now he's gonna be in the Young Avengers or whatnot. Apparently,
Mm-hmm.
apparently, so to speak of. Number 9. We're on number 9, right?
I think so. So yeah, 14, 13,
Number
12,
9,
11,
Hawkeye.
10.
I
Yeah,
put
number 9.
now, Hawkeye. Hawkeye's pretty good. but like it's good, but it's not better than the ones I'm gonna name.
Hawkeye. So you have Hawkeye number 9.
Yeah.
I mean, it only gets harder from this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're good, but they're not better than one.
Yeah, you have clearly the bad ones,
Yeah,
and then it's
yeah.
dang, some of these are on the same level,
Yeah.
or some of these are like really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now it just gets tougher from
Probably
here.
number 8. I'd say probably What If.
What If?
Because it had a strong start.
It was.
It had a very strong.
It had such a strong start,
and then it just fucking.
It had such a strong start. Had a couple of good episodes in season 2,
If I
and
see
then
that British bitch one more time,
Captain Carter.
I swear to God.
What did you think of her in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? Like her live action.
Mad.
I actually liked it.
It was cool.
It was cool to see her live action.
It was cool to see her live action, but I've seen her so many times. I was like, ugh, get this girl off my face, bro. Like, because it was like Reed Richards. Oh my God, is that John Krasinski? And then it was Professor X, and I was like, oh my God, and it was that one black girl, or the girl with the black suit, and I was like, I don't know who this is, but she's pretty sick. And then they had, what's his name?
Black Bolt.
I was like, oh my God, and it was Peyton Carter. And I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, ah. Okay.
Yeah, you know, like you just see her too many times, and it's just like, oh, you're here, cool.
Oh, sweet.
And then and then they ruined it because they're like, Wanda, you're the threat, actually. And then they all got bodied.
Right.
But they did Reed Richards so dirty, bro.
Oh no, they did.
What mouth?
All of them. Oh, that's Black Bolt.
That was kind of cold though.
Yeah.
And then you idiot, you go and then kill yourself.
Yeah, why did he speak?
There's no way.
What did he think was gonna happen?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what did you think was gonna go through your mouth, and then what? You have an injury on top of it all, and then now you can't scream because you blew a hole through your mouth.
Right,
bro. Like what? Ah, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
All right, and then now you got number 7.
WandaVision. Why? Would you have rated it higher?
Actually,
it was pretty good.
Actually, hang on. Never mind. It's the exact same spot. It's the
really?
exact same spot.
Yeah, it's because there's so many other better shows, but
So the thing is, some of these shows are better. For me, it was hard ranking these because some of these shows are clearly better or whatnot. Yeah. But then it's also rewatchability. You know?
Yeah. Oh, but
some of these shows,
I can rewatch Daredevil.
I have She-Hulk higher than you rated it.
Really?
Just because of its rewatchability.
I could barely watch it once.
I rewatched it multiple times.
You're insane.
I didn't say I sat through it and watched it. I would have it on as background or whatever.
Oh.
It's something that I can rewatch. You know.
You watched it 10 times and still can't remember a certain episode.
I would argue that WandaVision is better than Hawkeye, but Hawkeye's more rewatchable. I actually sit down and watch it. It's actually more rewatchable than WandaVision.
I can see that, yeah. I can see that, yeah.
I
just feel like WandaVision just had so many plots and twists that was pretty cool, especially with White Vision and everything. And the whole fact that Wanda could make a whole alternate reality.
Yeah, it was interesting.
That was really cool.
It was cool to see what the capabilities of Wanda and her abilities.
Killed her off, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, WandaVision did a really good job of introducing a bunch of new things.
Yeah.
And on top of that, making it a mystery.
Yeah.
And then on top of that,
gaslighting the shit out of your husband.
No, not even that, but gaslighting the entire fandom.
Yeah,
Mephisto.
Yeah. It was kind of crazy, yeah.
Yeah. So it was really good.
Yeah.
And a great way to start off a Disney Plus series post Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Especially because we were completely in the dark in the whole show the entire time.
Yeah, and that's great.
We knew something was up, but we just didn't know what it was.
Everyone thought it was Mephisto, but no, it was Wanda the whole time.
Especially with Vision being there, it was
right.
You were dead, bro.
Yeah.
What's going on? So yeah, it was like you said, it was a very good show to put up after Endgame.
All right, your number 6.
My numero 6.
So you haven't done Moon Knight, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Spider-Man, Loki, or Daredevil, or X-Men 97.
X-Men 97. That's the one I forgot because I was I can't put Winter Soldier at 6. X-Men 97 was pretty good.
I haven't seen it. I think I have it.
It's pretty good.
I have it lower than you do, just because I haven't seen it.
Number 5, Captain America and Winter Soldier. It has to be number 5. That was such a good show, especially with the introduction of John Walker and Bucky's and Sam's chemistry. Because they used to hate each other. Now they're like best friends.
Also introduced Joaquin Torres, the new Falcon, and Isaiah Bradley.
And the whole group of villains and whatnot, and the super serums and whatnot.
The whole background.
Science stuff going around with weaponizing humans and whatnot.
Zemo and Wakanda. And then Sharon Carter's the power broker.
Yeah. I forget, but he remembers because you've watched it multiple times.
It's one of those... I'm actually rewatching it right now.
Really?
That's the funny part, yeah.
I should probably rewatch it.
It's really good.
Yeah, it was a really good show. A lot of stuff added. It's pretty good. Number 4, Moon Knight. I'm putting number 4 on Moon Knight.
So you haven't done... Okay, so if you do... Okay, so... You haven't done... So I'm not including Moon Knight, but you haven't done Moon Knight, Spider-Man, Loki, or Daredevil.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight?
Moon Knight.
I think that's a safe choice as well.
Moon Knight.
Okay. Number 3?
I think I'd put number 3... I think I'd put Spider-Man number 3. Only because this is the only show that was Spider-Man that I was actively not kind of excited to watch. Like, I knew it was coming out, but I wasn't like, oh my god, it's coming out, it's coming out. I was like, oh, it's coming out.
I think you were like that.
No, it wasn't. When we recorded Spider-Man, I had never watched it to that point. So I had to watch it, I had to binge watch it before we recorded the episode. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's not something I was super like, oh my god, it's coming out, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was guess so, yeah.
But it was a pretty good show, though.
Again, for something that was its own take of the characters.
Yeah, it was really good. That's why it's top 3. But, like, it was really good. And I also like... I love and hate the fact that it's, like, a loop. Because it makes it confusing, but it's also, like, pretty cool. But it's also, like...
It's, like, well-written to be that.
So you can't get mad at it. But it's just, like,
it's like
how?
It's like, I don't know how to feel about
it. Exactly. You don't know how to feel about it, but, like, I guess that's how it works, because you don't know how it works at all, and you don't know how it starts, because it's like the question, what comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Right.
And no one knows, and no one knows how to answer it, and it doesn't make any sense. So, like,
all we can do is be okay with it.
Yeah, so it makes sense that, like, I'm okay with it.
Right.
I think that's the whole purpose of it. But it was pretty good, though. Especially, but I just didn't like Venom's whole thing.
Yeah, that's weird.
It was pretty weird.
Whatever.
Doctor Strange is pretty cool. Iron Man was really cool.
Doc Ock he was in there for, like, a minute.
I just liked his comic book accurate style. I think it was pretty cool. Number 2, Daredevil. Because I was actually really excited to watch that. Very, very excited. I'd literally sit there and wait for the next episode to come out. I'm not even lying. Like,
Same.
I'd count the minutes and seconds. Yep. I'd be like, oh my god, it's coming out. You wanna know how I know? Because I'd watched it before this guy, and I'd be like, dude! This episode's so far! This guy'd be like, shut up. I haven't even watched it yet.
Yeah, because I was in school at the time. I couldn't watch it. Thursdays was actually one of the days I had classes. So I wasn't able to watch it. Thursdays was one of my busy days because it was one of my school days. The days I had classes was the days I would do schoolwork.
So I hear. Okay, I had work. Same bullshit. Same thing. Anyways, yeah. And then number 1, obvious number 1, Loki.
All right. So, to go over your list one more time, starting from number 14, the worst one, you have Echo. Then you have Secret Invasion at 13. 12 is She-Hulk. 11 is Ms. Marvel. 10 is Agatha. 9 is Hawkeye. 8 is What If. 7 is WandaVision. 6 is X-Men 97. 5 is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. 4 is Moon Knight. 3 is Spider-Man, or Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. 2 is Daredevil. 1 is Loki.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
It's not bad.
I think you and I have some very similar... You and I have a fairly similar list.
After, like... Once we got to Hawkeye, it became hard. Like...
Mm-hmm. Alright, and now for my list for the MCU shows. Starting at 14, I have Echo.
Okay.
13, I have Secret Invasion.
Okay, starting off...
The exact same as yours so far.
Starting off pretty well.
Next, I have Ms. Marvel.
Interesting.
It's in terms of rewatchability. After I watched Ms. Marvel, didn't watch it again.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, I think that she was more amusing and entertaining to watch in The Marvels than she was in Ms. Marvel.
Okay.
Also, her family is annoying as frick.
Oh yeah, I know.
Her mom is so annoying. Her dad was here and there. Her brother was probably my favorite part of the show because he was that that sleazy contrast. It's like yeah, whatever.
I think it's the whole point of it that it's supposed to be annoying because it's supposed to be like a teenage perspective of like the whole story. So like teenagers don't like their parents; they think they're annoying. But like they went, I don't know.
I just didn't like it. After Ms. Marvel, so my number 11 is She-Hulk.
Okay.
My 10 is Agatha All Along.
Same place, right?
Same place as you. Then I have What If.
What If at 9?
What If at 9? First season was great.
Yeah.
Second season had some good episodes, and the last season, man, the last season had higher highs than the season 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, all together at the end, it was very disappointing, especially with all the potential they had.
Yeah, literally. And some duck and some girl end up having a baby.
Yeah.
And it's like a disgusting hybrid. Like, just put it
It's a random ass character.
Literally.
Who is this?
Like, who is this
and she
guy?
had an Infinity Stone. She had the Mind Stone.
Like, I get it's a what if show, so it's like, but
you gotta make it make sense.
Literally, that's what I was gonna say. Like, you gotta make it make sense. Like how Black Panther becomes Star-Lord. There's a whole setting to it, and there's a whole build up to it. There's a whole reason why he's Star-Lord. You can't just, oh yeah, we banged, now we have this egg. No!
No, it's funny because the events of how the two of them met was because of an event in one of the episodes from season 1. So like the episode where Captain Marvel and Thor fought, I forget what that thing is about, but Thor threw a party, right?
Yeah.
Howard the Duck was there, and so the girl was like Jane Foster's friend. I forget her name. Darcy is her name, I think.
So. I don't know.
The Howard the Duck and Darcy are both there.
Yeah.
That's how they meet, is at that party that Thor threw.
But it's like you're throwing a throwback into a story.
Right. Like, again, it's just a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
After What If, I have X-Men 97.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, so I can't.
At least it's top 10.
Can't say anything. Next, I have WandaVision. WandaVision was so good. WandaVision was one of the shows I was waiting for.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I can't wait for next week's episode. What's gonna happen? Like, because it's like towards the end of the season, started like leaving me on like the edge of my seat. Because like, oh my god, no way you're gonna tease me like that.
Yeah.
Next, I've got Moon Knight. Moon Knight is pretty good, but I've rewatched.
Not better than Hawkeye though.
Hawkeye's next. I've rewatched Hawkeye significantly more than Moon Knight. Moon Knight is still really good.
Yeah.
I don't like the massive kaiju battle at the end of the show.
Yeah.
You know, Hawkeye or Moon Knight had lower lows than Hawkeye did.
I definitely think they didn't give Moon Knight enough respect because of an amazing character that he is. They did not give him enough.
I will say,
I did love the backstory. I love how everything was explained about Mark and.
That's the best episode of the season.
Grant.
That episode, the hospital season.
Yeah.
Or episode. That's better than that's better than anything Hawkeye did, but overall Hawkeye is just a better show. Yeah. Haley Steinfeld.
I don't see the hype. Moving on.
Oh, you're missing out.
Moving on.
Oh, poor you. Are you Matt Murdock or something? You blind as hell. Anyway, I have Hawkeye next. And my number 5 is Hawkeye. Number 4, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man at number 3.
So we have Spider-Man at the same place. It's interesting.
Spider-Man's at the same place. Yep. I have Loki at number 2.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Loki at number 2.
Because of the last season or the second one?
So I think both seasons are great.
Yeah.
But it's just such a contrast from each other. You can't.
Yeah.
So with
I think
a
lot of people love the first season more than the second one. Definitely.
I don't have a favorite in terms of this season's better than the other, because they're two completely different seasons.
Yeah.
I will say cinematography, or like from a cinematic standpoint, it's more aesthetically pleasing. Season 2 is more aesthetically pleasing. And you could argue the writing's better, but the writing's also great for season 1. Season 1 is introducing something completely new, and it's also introducing the multiverse.
Yeah.
And then
it was supposed to introduce Kang.
Right, and then Season 2 just introduces like time travel, and now Loki's the god of time or whatever, the god of stories.
Yeah.
So like, I can't really say this one's better than the other.
I just like it because it was such an amazing way to bring back Loki and making it all sense, make sense.
It's a great way to bring a character back.
And now that we're getting him in Doomsday, I'm more excited to see how they're going to implement him into Doomsday.
No, exactly, because so I said this before in an episode before, and I have the clip, but I don't think I posted it. So the the Loki that Thor knew was the one in Infinity War, right?
Right.
That one's dead. The Thor doesn't even know that Loki's alive in time. Like, the Loki that we know, that we've seen so far, completely different timeline from a completely different time. It's from Avengers 1, from Endgame.
Yeah, because he time traveled.
Right. So,
or he traveled out the other,
the TVA took him out of his time. Yeah. Right. So that Loki is a Loki that Thor knows nothing about and has no idea who he is.
So completely different character development.
Right. And Loki, the memories that he saw from his original timeline self ended in Infinity War. So he doesn't even know about Thor past that point. So these are two characters who know nothing about each other anymore.
Basically. Yeah.
So it's going to be super interesting to see how they interact with each other in Doomsday.
Star-Lord seeing Gamora again. Gamora's like, the fuck are you?
Maybe.
But it's going to be like a different, they know each other, but they don't know each other.
Right. It's going to be different. Because
then Thor's going to be like, how are you alive from Endgame or from Infinity War? And he's going to be like, what are you talking about?
It's like,
what are you talking about?
Well, no, I mean, Loki knows.
No, yeah, but he doesn't,
I don't think Loki knows that, Thor survived Thanos' attack on their ship in Infinity War. You know?
Probably, yeah.
So regardless,
how'd you survive that? What are you talking about?
Right, exactly, yeah. So it's gonna be super cool to see in Doomsday. And like I said, Loki was a great way to introduce to bring back a character.
Yeah.
Daredevil just did that way better. Daredevil brought back Matt Murdock, brought back the GOAT. Daredevil from an already great, near perfectly written series, brought it back to the MCU, and it was great. So Daredevil, I have Daredevil at 1, even though there are some major issues with Daredevil, like Muse, and then it's what they were able to do. I think they executed it very well. Yeah. I think my favorite episode in Daredevil is the one episode that he's not even Daredevil. It's the episode.
Is it the bank robbery?
The bank robbery episode. That
was pretty good. Yeah,
and that's a filler episode. That is how you do a filler episode in shows.
Was it?
Yes, it's a filler episode. He did nothing.
No, because it introduced that other lady.
Who? The Asian lady, the detective. Okay, well, she didn't do anything else in the rest of the show.
But she's gonna become a point in the show, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's a filler episode. You can still do stuff in a filler episode, but the filler episode is there because it's to hold you over for the next.
I don't know. I just don't count a filler episode if it introduces someone that's going to be important later into the show.
Yeah.
I guess it's a filler episode now, but I think it won't be considered one when season 2 comes out.
And it's a filler episode because the main person, Daredevil, didn't interact with any of the other main characters, anybody else. It was solely just him in a regular day of his life.
Yeah.
Or so he thought. But it's definitely a filler episode. So I have Daredevil Born Again at my 1. So to reevaluate my list, I have, starting from 14, the worst, to number 1, the best. I have Echo at number 14, Secret Invasion, that's the same as you. And then I have Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, Agatha All Along, What If, X-Men 97, WandaVision, Moon Knight, Hawkeye, Falcon Winter Soldier. Number 3, I've got Spider-Man, or Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Number 2, I've got Loki. And number 1, I have Daredevil Born Again. So similarities between your list and my list.
A lot of our lists are just swapped. Yeah.
We've got Echo and Secret Invasion in the same place. She-Hulk and Ms. Marvel are swapped. Agatha at the same place.
I think we had Spider-Man
WandaVision at the same place. Moon Knight.
No, I don't think we had Moon Knight in the same place.
No, we don't. I was going to say our Moon Knight and Falcon Winter Soldier are swapped, but they're not, because you have Hawkeye way lower than I do.
No, I put it at 5th, didn't I?
Give it a 10.
Hawkeye? Oh. Hawkeye?
Give it a 10.
Oh, I thought you meant Winter Soldier. I was like, what?
No,
I'm
no,
like, no. Yeah, that makes sense.
Your Falcon Winter Soldier's at
5, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so is mine. Or no, mine's at
4th, I think.
4.
Yeah. I think your 5 was...
My 5 was Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And then we have Spider-Man in the same place, and then Loki and Daredevil swapped.
Yeah, swapped.
So, pretty similar lists.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's definitely going to do it for that.
A little short and sweet episode.
No, I mean, that's going to do it for our ranking segment. I mean, no, we're done.
Yeah.
But that's our ranking segment, and that's the segment that we're going to do in next week's episode.
Yeah. Okay. A little tease for next week.
Yeah. No, next week I've got written down MCU phases, ranking them, and then ranking characters and their iconic actors, like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, RDJ's Iron Man. We're ranking those, and we're ranking the MCU phases. I
don't really know who's gonna come first place for that one.
I don't know either, but I'll send you a list of the characters.
The icon when I know which one's gonna be.
No. I'm gonna send you the list for the people that we're gonna rank. It's probably gonna be like a top 15 or whatever. It's gonna be like this. But yeah, so we're gonna do some ranking next week, and then we're also gonna do some hot takes next week, or
hot takes,
not takes. If you know, you know.
But you probably don't. It's okay for you youngins.
It's fine.
For you new gens, join us.
But yeah, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the... I almost said not takes.
The Supeologists Podcast, not the Not Takes Podcast. Yeah,
that's gonna
rebranded.
That we did rebrand. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this week's episode of the Supeologists Podcast. We hope you enjoyed our very casual, unprepared, informal waffling episode. I love that. That's definitely Super-Wafflin Man. Yeah. Yep, love that. And we also hope you enjoyed our, little ranking segment. Give you guys a little taste for what's to come next episode. Yep. Let us know what your lists are or who you have for your top 3 MCU shows. Yeah, make sure y'all tune in next Monday where we will be doing some ranking and hot takes.
Let me know what you thought about She-Hulk. I want to know.
Yeah.
She-Hulk was a very, very controversial show.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good show, but it's like you can have it on in the background. I'm not gonna ignore She-Hulk. Especially if she's gonna be in Doomsday. It looks like she's getting a redemption in Doomsday.
Hopefully.
I mean, all the
she's gonna have a way better writer this time. So.
I hope so.
Yeah, isn't it James Gunn? Who's writing? Did I have that wrong? Who is it?
The Russo brothers.
Right. Just as good.
Better. I could argue better.
Yeah, probably better. So she'll have a better director, better script, that she'll actually be earning her money for. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But with that being said, make sure you guys rate the Supeologists Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube has been doing pretty well lately. Our past 3 episodes, minus the triple trailer reaction, because that's brand spanking new. Our past 3 videos have been pretty well.
Blowing up, basically, in our terms.
It's gotten more than 100 views.
It's gotten us hyped as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my god!
I think at this point, our Thunderbolts has gotten almost 900 views, and then the episode after that, the episode 17.
Close 700, 800.
Episode 17.5, an extra bit, is about 700 views, which is better than as opposed to our 50 to 30 to 100 views. So we appreciate you guys for that.
Very much do.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for this week's episode. Make sure y'all tune in next Monday. We'll see ya.